These next couple of slides are going to be of the junior modelers, and there really was a great representation at the show for junior modelers, which I think is great because we really need kids to get into the hobby and kind of help the hobby to grow. We don't only want people my age or older doing it. So enjoy these. There's a couple of pictures, and they show their medals as well. These next two slides are going to show you some awesome builds by a man named Jody. I'm not going to give his last name because I didn't ask his permission to do so, but he's an excellent builder, and he did the ones that you'll see in these slides are all done using acrylic craft paint, and then he used Y2K, Too Clear on top of it. They were just phenomenal, and I didn't realize that these acrylic paints came in so many great colors. I knew there were a lot of good colors, but there was even like some color shift. And then he did a couple where he added glitter to them. I mean, just really phenomenal. I was just so impressed, and I think you will be too. So stay tuned. Okay, and next up, we're going to show you some of the models from the show. Now, if you'll recall in part one, I showed all the automotive categories. So I'm going to show just a sampling of the other ones next. Stay tuned. Okay, and lastly, these are the models that I brought to the show. There was my Ford Raptor, which is one of my favorites. I brought my Coke car, and amazingly enough, it won Best Out of Box. Whoops, Best Out of Box. So that was really exciting. And if you look at the medallions, aren't they really pretty? I was so excited to get one of those. I brought also my Viper, which is one of my favorite vehicles. It may not be the best looking model you've ever seen, but I don't know why I really like it. In the interior, and I don't think you can really see it, but there's a spider steering wheel. You can see it a little bit that I got from Detail Master. And on the seat, there's a magazine with one of my favorite Patriots, Tom Brady. But you can't really see it unless you're in person. And then I also brought my little Volkswagen staff car, which I really enjoyed building that. And I have a video on that you can watch on my channel. I brought the Volkswagen convertible that I did a while ago, a couple of years actually. And one of the nice things about that, I think, is the license plate, "You Bug Me." And now, lastly, very lastly, is my 55 Chevy Bel Air. And as you can see, I actually finally found a dog to go in the car, and that's a little Boston Terrier. So the story on this model is that it was done as a tribute to Deb McGuire, who was a club member and a wonderful, wonderful woman. And she passed away suddenly a year and a half or so ago, and it was really such a sad thing. But the club, we all built 55 Chevys in her honor, and this was the one that I did. And I was fortunate enough to get a silver medal at the Can-Am Con. So I made out pretty good, very unexpected, but I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Okay, so next, I really like going to model shows. Rue and I have a great time when we go, but one of the things that we promised each other was that we could stop at Ben & Jerry's since we were going to be up in Vermont, and that we could have an ice cream. And we came out of the show, and it was already 5 o'clock. I couldn't believe how late it was. And Ben & Jerry's closes at 6. So we quickly tried to find their address and plug it into the GPS. And needless to say, we got there in plenty of time. It was 5:30, and there was still a lot of people in line before we got in. So that was one really good thing, too, about going to the show.